Alrighty, let me flip you for 1 minute. That's where I slept last night. Alrighty, it is Saturday. I didn't do any videoing at all yesterday, and I'll tell you why. As you know, Thursday night I set up camp. Actually, Thursday I went by this place, but I did stay here. Thursday night I set up camp, and the big thunderstorm came in. Rain, hail, heavy rains, everything, lightning, thunder, the whole ball of wax. So I slept good. I slept good Thursday night. I woke up, everything is soaked. The tent is soaked. Everything inside's damp. The tent is soaked. I stepped out to pee and came back in, climbed in my sleeping bag. It is cold and wet. That's me crying, cold and wet. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do because my big thing was dry my tent out, and it was still raining. So I'm laying in my tent trying to figure out what I wanted to do to dry my tent out. And laying in my tent all day was not an option. There was no way my side or my back was going to take laying down all day like that. So I was debating on if I wanted to push on, but then trying to figure out how to dry my tent out. So I came up with the decision to backtrack 4.5 miles to this cabin where it had a wood stove and all that. I figured I'd come back here, I can at least get my tent dried out, and then I can roll on. So that was the plan. And even as I was tearing down camp in the rain, I was debating on if that was a good decision or not, and I decided to go with it. And so I backtracked all the way here, and I ran into some no-bow hikers on the way, but I got here, and a young guy from the UK was here. He was here the night before. He's the one that actually told me a storm was coming in, and I didn't quite listen to him. And yeah, so I got there and I drug out my tent, and he had the wood stove going. And basically, long story short, it rained off and on all day yesterday. At one point yesterday afternoon, it looked like we were debating on if it was rain or snow, actually, at one point. Big group of hikers come in around 2 o'clock. They hung out for a little bit and then they rolled out. Yeah, so anyway, there was 9 or 10 of us there last night, but hung out there all day yesterday in the rain and whatnot, catching water off the roof for drinking water, and had a wood stove. It was warm. It wasn't sweating warm, but it was warm. But yeah, so, and it rained last night. So yeah, that's my long story short. I didn't really do anything yesterday, but just hang out and dry and warm. And one of the hikers said, a local that he was talking to, says it is not this cold at night in Oregon until like the end of September into October. So we've been running, it's been running in the 30s, if not high 40s for overnight lows. I don't have a temp, but that's kind of what the talk's been. So anyway, so yeah, we are going to north. Bend, Oregon is in 80 miles. So we're just chucking and jimmying and jamming, try to get going. So, and it's cold. So, all right, holler at you later. Hey, alrighty, me all beauty. Taking a break, finishing up a break down here at the lake. Let me flip you. Yeah, just finishing up my break down here, taking a break down here, resting. We're like 10 and a half, 10 miles into the day. It's like 11:15 right now. So just trucking right along, jimmying and jamming. Trail's been good. I think the rain has stopped. I don't know. I think it's just the rain that's coming off, falling off trees is all I've been hitting. But yeah, trail's been good. Just little upsies, little downsies, no biggie.
Yeah, sure glad I did stay at that cabin last night and all day yesterday to get out of the weather. And yep, now we're just trucking in to get to Bend. So, alrighty, I will holler at you folks later. Hey, alrighty, we're in camp at 7 o'clock, man. We're at 5,240 elevation. We got 30 miles in the day, man. Awesome day, man. Great day. Um, Washington is in like 203 miles. Um, but yeah, the trail today was pretty good. Um, right after break, we got into a fire area. There was blowdowns in the fire area, of course, and it was cloudy out. And with the rain the last day or two, it was nice because with the wet ground, there wasn't a lot of dust, and since it was cloudy, it wasn't like a sun beating down on you because there was like zero shade there. So that was really cool, being cloudy and with the rain. Made it nice and easy to go through the burn area. After the burn area, we were back into the trees. Trail was nice. Looked like a crew just went through and trimmed up all the blowdowns. And sure enough, I ran into a crew of 3 people, 2 guys and a lady out cutting trees. Um, Once I went around them, then I had blowdowns, just blowdowns. But it is what it is. I mean, um, I think that's about it, man. Just it was a great day. Seemed like we had this morning before I took my break. I seemed like a lot of the water was just rain was just falling off the trees. After that, this afternoon, um, we had like a little bit of a drizzle, but it wasn't bad at all. Um, but yeah, so the weather was great today. Um, Kind of got chilly there for a little bit, but it was cloudy and um, but yeah, um, seen three lady hikers taking a break. They stopped at the cabin yesterday afternoon and they took off at 2 o'clock, and I passed them like 8 miles ago. Um, two more northbound hikers. They were ahead of me when I dropped off and set up camp. So, but yeah, all in all, doing good, hanging in there. Um, we are running low on snacks, so there is a resort tomorrow we're gonna stop at. Hopefully, we can get some snacks there. Um, Kind of went through some snacks yesterday, but I'll talk with you later on that. So, all in all, take care.